Hey Beard Nation, my name is DanCBearded. My amazing subscribers call me the trusted teacher for all things beard related. And in the beard game, there's a lot of things that you hear, but I'm not one to just take things for face value without looking into it myself. And one of those things that you hear often is that split ends will slow down your beard growth. So to answer that question, I'm first going to tell you what split ends are. I'm also going to tell you what the cause of split ends are. I'm going to give you the answer to that question and then leave you with some solutions to those split ends. So if you want to learn more about that topic, see if this is a myth, see if there is some truth to it or somewhere in the middle, I'll break it all down for you guys. And of course, please consider making sure that subscribe button is hit if you enjoy and appreciate this content. Hit the intro into the info. First, let's answer what are split ends. It's actually pretty simple. They are hair fibers that are splitting through the cuticle. What is a cuticle? Well, a cuticle is the outer layer of your hair that is made up of layers of dead skin cells. It's protective, it's very important. And when your hair splits outside of that, it becomes a split end. Now, going against the name, you can actually get split ends anywhere on the shaft of the hair. It most commonly happens at the end because those are the oldest parts of your hair, but it can happen at the middle or even near the base. Really, anywhere where that hair is splitting outside of the protective outer layer, you have a split end. Cause. What is making those hair fibers break outside of that outer protective layer? Well, of course, there are a lot of different causes, but here are some of the main ones. First is just the overall health of the hair. Are you getting the hydration you need? Are you getting the vitamins, testosterone, all that type of stuff? Second would be poor grooming habits. Are you combing or brushing your hair while it's dry? Are you trying to force your way through knots and tangles? Are you using too much heat or using a chemical that's not good for your beard? All of those are going to really impact. Outside of that, it could also be having too much of a poor product. If you bought a cheap product, that can cause it. But really, the number one cause outside of health and all those things of split ends are split ends. When you have split ends, they have jagged edges and they're grabbing other hairs, they're grabbing onto them, they're causing knots, they're causing tangles, and that's making you have problems with your grooming, and it leads to more split ends. So if you're just leaving those split ends there, it is going to compound the problem and exponentially get worse. The big question, do split ends slow down beard growth? If we take a look at an individual hair that has a split end, meaning the hair fibers have broken outside of that protective outer layer, it does not slow down the growth of that hair. This is really important here. As much as I would like to tell you guys, damaged hair, unhealthy hair that has the split ends is not going to grow as fast. That's just not true. This is pure science and absolute fact. Other people are going to tell you, well, I feel differently. I'm sorry, they are wrong. This has been studied at length and is actually proven. Your hair, once it leaves the body, is dead. There is no growth that happens down here. All hairs grow from the base or from the root. And with that, the outside of the hair, the ends of the hair, has no impact on that growth. Now, there are some factors that may make you believe that it does, but it doesn't actually happen. So one of them would just be common sense. If your hairs are growing straight, and especially growing down like a beard, you can see a certain length. If you get split ends, those hairs are going to split apart. And when they split apart, they're going to kind of go like this and in different directions. This is not going to seem as long as this. But if you were to take those split ends and straighten them out, they would be as long as you thought they would. So while your beard may not appear to be as long, it actually is. They're just split and going in different directions. Now, another big factor is when you have split ends, it makes breakage much, much easier, meaning the hair will split apart at a certain point where that damage occurs. And if you are getting enough breakage, your hair is not growing at a fast enough rate to keep up with the breakage. So it's not have anything to do with the speed of the hair growing. It has to do with the damage and regrowing not catching up to each other. So there is no proof that having split ends actually slows down the growth of the individual hairs. Now, your beard may not appear to be as long or may not actually be as long because of split ends, but it does not have anything to do with the speed of growth. That is important. I hope this makes sense to you guys there. No, split ends do not slow down the speed of your growth of your beard. Fix or solution for split ends. Kind of going off that same idea from the last segment, your hair is dead. It cannot repair itself. No matter what product claims it can do that, it is not possible. It has never happened. Your skin is alive and has living cells. That's why it can repair itself. Your hair cannot do that. So any solution or any fix needs to happen before being preventative or after reacting to those split ends. If you have split ends right now, you need to trim them below the split. Think about any split in life. Your windshield on your car, you're going to get a crack. It is going to carry on and grow from that crack. The same happens with your split end on your beard hairs. It'll start out as a small split and it will carry down the shaft of that hair, getting worse and worse, grabbing more hairs, creating more split ends. You need to trim away your split ends. That is very, very important. Now, what else can you do? Drink a lot of water and finish your showers with a cold rinse. What that's going to do is give you that hydration from within, and that cold rinse is going to seal the cuticle or that outer protective layer with that nice cold water. That's very, very important. And then lastly, we know, but really make sure you are choosing a quality beard oil. I really like lately, I've been obsessed with the Husky Beard Co. They have pure quality in their ingredients, and this is important. I'm going to read you their first 4 ingredients here. I don't even need to read them to you. I know them. We have argan oil, jojoba oil, vitamin E, and sweet almond oil. All of those are going to do a great job of reinforcing that protective layer. The scents and all that stuff is wonderful and nice, but the true value in beard oil is nourishing your skin, giving it that wonderful outer layer of protection, mimicking that sebum oil. But our hairs also benefit from the beard oil. Everyone always says beard oil's for the skin, beard oil's for the skin. That is true, but they need to finish the sentence. Beard oil is for the skin and the hair. That's why you apply it to your skin and then you work it through your hair. That's why you comb to evenly distribute it throughout the hair. When you distribute a good quality carrier base of beard oil, like Husky Beard or so many companies that we love, it is going to give you those carrier oils and they're going to coat the outside of your hair and they're going to lock onto those dead skin cells and trap everything from within. If you have any hair fibers that are trying to break out of there, the good quality carrier is going to absorb and seal everything in. That is huge. So if you have split ends, trim them away. Up your water level, think about what is causing that problem, have a cold water rinse, and use a good quality beard oil like Husky Beard or any of the other ones that we rave about and love on this channel. So those are the cause solutions, the answer, everything you need to know. I'll hit you with some final thoughts and a question. I please encourage you guys to leave a comment or question down below too to get involved. Split ends. I hope I answered all of you guys' questions, and I really hope you learned something about split ends and beard hairs today, whether it was the idea that it's not going to slow the individual hair's growth, or the causes, or the fixes, or just any of that information at all. Question to leave you guys with, give me any thoughts, impressions, wonderings from this video, and then have you had any personal experience with split ends yourself? How did you fix it? Are you going to go right now and fix it after this video? Any thoughts at all, guys? Open forum, hit me with it. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the thumbs up, the comments, the subscriptions, and especially if you're sharing this video with anybody out there. Thank you, guys. My name is DanCBearded. I encourage you to stay bearded and always stay positive.